Hello, everybody. I am Professor Rob Alexander, your career life planning instructor, and today we're going to talk about Chapter 2. And before we dive in, just a couple of reminders. I want you to take notes as I'm writing. This is the way to retain information. This is the way for you to go back and review information before the test, quiz, or chapter summary. There are going to be times during the video where we're going to have skill checks just to make sure that you're retaining the information. I encourage you to stop the video and just write down what you remember from the text. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Again, we will be using the Career Achievement Growing Your Goals by Karen Blackett. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now, Chapter 2. Okay, our learning outcomes for Chapter 2 are: describe and provide examples of your values, interests, and personality as they relate to obtaining employment. Number 2 is define the terms soft skills and adaptive skills and explain their importance in job seeking and career achievement. Number 3 is understand and provide examples of hard skills and transferable skills. Number 4 is identify your skill gap. And lastly, match your degree to your goals and your career possibilities. Okay, so let's talk about values, interests, and personality. Okay, we mentioned this in Chapter 1, but we're going to go a little bit deeper in Chapter 2. The values and skills should align with your career goals and mission. That's all Chapter 1 was about. Establishing your career mission, right? And how that aligns with your career goals. Your values are what you feel strongly about. Okay, what's important to you. Okay, so what do you value? So we're going to talk about your internal values, but another phrase that I'm going to introduce you to is your workplace values, the values that are upheld and honored in the workplace. Values determine your choices, attitude, and actions. Make sure you are clear about your values, right? So workplace values are upheld and honored. They also need to be aligned with your career choice in the work and the work environment. For example, if you are a vegetarian or a vegan, you will find it difficult to work in a meat packing plant. You just wouldn't be able to do it, right? If you value living in the urban center or urban areas, like pursuing a career in livestock management would not be aligned with your desire to live in the city. However, pursuing a marketing or an advertising career path might be the way to go about doing it. Okay, so your unique personality, your personality needs to fit with your career and your workplace. That's why we do personality assessments. And a personality assessment, it categorizes your personality traits to determine if your personal attributes are a good fit in a particular work environment. So along with your values, your distinct personality needs to fit with your career and workplace. If you are outgoing, loud, funny person with a great laugh, you might not fit well in a stuffy professional office. You got too much character. You need a career and a workplace that will value what you have to contribute, including your great jokes and laugh. Becoming sharply aware of the characteristics that make up who you are, your personality will allow you to be conscious of whether or not you will fit into the workplace culture. You want to ensure that all parts of you are aligned with your career. Self-check number 1. Number 1, how can being more aware of your personality and values help you in your career or when job hunting? Number 2, what are 3 things you learned about yourself from the assessments on the personality or on values? Number 3 is finish the following statement in your own words. If you want to make money, you should find work that you what? Okay, now we're going to talk about soft skills and adaptive skills. You all have many skills, okay? And it is helpful to identify them so you have a career language to use in your resume, cover letter, and interviews. Creating your skills vocabulary means identifying your skills in order to market and sell yourself to potential employers or to your current employer if you want to be considered for advancement. In the job search and career promotion process, you are selling yourself as a product. The buyer, the employer, wants to know what you can do for them. Your job is to be very clear about your skills so you can market yourself, right? So identifying what your skills are, okay? Soft skills are all of the skills excluding technical expertise that you need for a job. Adaptive skills. Soft skills related to your work style help you function as a good employee on a day-to-day basis. Hard skills and transferable skills. Okay, in contrast to soft skills, the hard skills are technical expertise you need to do a job well. So these skills can be gained from education and experience, right? So when we're thinking about like transferable skills, these are the skills that you learn from experiences. Okay, so an example from my days working at FedEx, I knew how to manage different packages, and I started learning coding as far as postal codes and where these packages are supposed to go. These are transferable skills that I could have used if I went into the airline business, right? Because I know about postal codes. I know coding for different states now, different cities. Okay, so transferable skills, they include such skills as decision-making, communication, and team building, and can be used in a variety of work settings. For example, you may have attained a great research skills while pursuing your degree, but if you are interested in becoming a paralegal, a position requiring extensive research skills, you can transfer your research skills over to paralegal. All right. Job-specific skills. So job skills are what people usually think of when they think of career skills. These are the skills specific to the job. Job-specific skills require special training, experience, education, and certification. So if you want to be a paramedic, you have to go to school for that. You have to be trained. You have to know CPR. You have to know first response type skills. So job-specific skills are typically hard skills obtained from many sources, including jobs or volunteer work, courses you may have taken, your hobbies, avocations, and other experiences. Example of job-specific skills include computer skills, keyboarding, and accounting skills. Achievement, right? So achievement and accomplishment of success that you attain. Make your skills and achievements specific and quantifiable in your marketing documents. So just to dig a little bit deeper, job skills are what people usually think of when they think of career skills. Okay, these are the skills still specific to the job. Okay, your achievements are what you have achieved throughout life. And that could be a certificate, that could be graduating from school, that could be winning an award. You want to list those, right? Because these are quantifiable things. Employee of the month, employee of the year. These are quantifiable things that you can put on your resume that job lookers are looking for. Now we're going to spend a little time talking about your brand identity. Okay. If you are in any way on social media, Instagram, Facebook, we have Fiverr, LinkedIn, you already are cultivating your brand identity, whether you realize it or not. Whenever you post something online, a picture on Twitter or Facebook, your thoughts on a personal blog or new work experience on LinkedIn, you're shaping how people see you. Right? That's why some employers look at your brand. They look at your social network and social media profile. So think about how your friends present themselves online. Do you have a friend who always posts cat videos? A friend who regularly shares articles about politics and argues in comments? If somebody immediately came to mind, you understand the idea of having a brand identity online. Now, think about the identity you are developing for yourself online, and you want to make sure that that identity fits employers, fits what they're looking for. Because if it discourages them from hiring you, from hiring you, then you may want to tweak your brand or whatever you're posting. You want to be hireable. Identify your skills gap, okay? And there's ways in which you could do that, because now it's time to determine whether or not you have the skills you need to acquire your ideal job, all right? Because if you don't, then there's a mismatch, right? This is also known as your skills gap. Your skills gap compares the skills you need in your chosen profession to those you currently possess. Most employers will provide additional training, and even if they do not, you will acquire and learn new skills while working on the job. A proactive approach to examine the positions you seek and see what requirements you still need to obtain. All right, self-check number 2. Okay, number 4 says name 3 qualities that employers look for in a worker. Consider the 3 qualities you chose above. What type of skills is each quality? What are some ways you can use your skills gap identification information, right? Okay, your degree. Having a degree demonstrates that you have many transferable skills, that you are valued by employers. Your completed degree will demonstrate you have the ability to achieve long-term goals. The employer will also know you have skills such as time management, organization, and are teachable. In fact, your degree will make you valuable for careers you have not even considered. And as quickly as the workplace changes, there are certain to be careers 10 years from now that don't even exist today. So get that degree completed. It shows you have the ability to achieve long-term. A degree can make you valuable for careers way down the line. So I want you guys to graduate, all right? Chapter summary. Organizing and outlining your skills, values, accomplishment makes it easier to create your resume, cover letter, and portfolio. Increased awareness of what careers you should consider based on your interests, values, and skills. Continue to expand your career possibilities as you learn new skills. All right, skill and term check. Describe how being more aware of your personality, values, and interests assists you in finding a great career fit. Number 2 is explain the difference between hard and soft skills and provide 2 examples of each term. Number 3 is explain transferable skills and provide 2 examples. Number 4 is define skill gap. Explain how you might close this gap. Number 5, name 2 different careers, job titles, positions you should consider with your degree. And you should be able to answer all of these questions. That has been chapter 2. I am Professor Robert Alexander. You all have my email. I hope that you took great notes, and you could always rewind this video and go back and review information that you might have missed. That's the good news about video. This is Professor Rob Alexander signing off.